So in this session, basically, I will try to cover dropping a variable. Okay. So name itself is saying you are dropping. That means if you have a 2-3 variables and you want to drop, if you want to drop a single variable or 2 or 3 variables, then how we can drop such a variable? Okay. So what are the codes? What are the syntax for dropping the variables? So let's see. So just imagine we have this data frame, like we have a data frame which contain ID, ABCD, and we have X variable, we have Y variable, and this is the data set. You can take any data. You can take COVID data. You can take any other data. No problem. So I've just considered this example, and we can uh, see how we can drop can be helpful in this situation. So in the above example, we keep only first two variables. Now, what is the first? Which are the first two variables? ID and X. Okay. So we have three variables: ID, X, Y, and we want to keep. We want to keep. To understand this terminology, dropping means what and keeping means what. So you want to keep this keeping variable. Okay. Which variable? For only first two variables means we want to keep ID variable and X variable, and other variable should be removed, or you can say it is drop. Okay, so that means I am actually interested dropping Y, but see, whenever we write the code for dropping, so what will be the code for this? That means I am interested to keep only first two variables. Understand the terminology. So what is syntax? What is syntax? D. D is your data frame. This is the D. So D is your data frame. So this is your data frame. Okay. D is a data frame. In bracket, I am interested to keep only these two variables. Means X, ID and X. So 1 colon 2. 1 colon 2. That is the meaning what? What is the meaning of that? That means actually I am dropping the third variable. Are you getting enough? That means the question can be asked in so many ways. Now I'm saying I want to drop first variable. That means I am interested on second and third variable. Sometimes they say take only two variables. So 1, 2. So it is a matter of understanding the questions, how the questions can be asked. Okay. So dropping means which variable you want to drop. Keeping the variables means understand. That means you're dropping other variables. Okay? That terminology you can just always take care. Now suppose another task. Suppose you want to drop on second column. Now we are interested on second column. So how to drop second column? Okay, that means I am interested on keeping the variable first and third. That means interested on dropping the variable second column. That means interested on removing the second column. Okay, that means keeping the variable 1 and 3. So if I just give a syntax for this, you can see we are interested on first and, so what is syntax? D. D is your data frame. D is your, this is your data frame, and C. Why I'm using C? Because 2 is in middle. I cannot use colon here because I just this separate thing, right? So C. Why? Because I'm interested in more than one vector. I'm interested in more than one vector. So that's why we have to use column vector. C 1, 3. That means first and third column. So I am interested to drop second column. That means I am interested to keep on first column and third column. So this is the very important concept, understanding between dropping and keeping. Okay. So I'll continue with this. So if you have any query, you can put on chat box, or you can write it down in your notebook, and we will see at the end of the session. So what happened now? That was a dropping a variable. Okay, so I hope you're clear with the dropping, because dropping means something you are just removing something. But actually, if I say dropping, that means I'm just removing that column or rows and keeping other will be the same in the picture. But what about removing the column and rows? Okay, so how we can remove? Okay, how we can remove? So let's see how to remove the rows and columns. Okay, so again, let's consider same data set. We have a same data set here, and now I am interested. I am interested on. Sorry, I am interested on removing the first column. That means I am not interested on ID. Okay, I am only interested on X and Y. I am interested on X and Y. So what will be the answer? What will be your output? So it is D in bracket. We have minus 1. Minus 1, that means I am removing. See, whenever you want to remove, always remember, remove means you have to use minus sign. Remove means you have to use minus sign. But if the question is asked, drop the variable 1 first. Drop the first column. See, drop the first column. That means I am interested in that scenario. Your code will be D in bracket 2 colon 3. Are you getting my point? What was my question? I am interested. Drop first column. That means it will give me second and third. But if I'm saying remove first column, remove first column, that means actually I want to remove the first column, which results the same as a dropping the variable. But your code is different. Can you understand this code and that code? So it's a matter of how the questions can be asked in exam. Okay. So understand terminology. Removing and dropping, what is the difference? Code is different. The code will be different, but your output will be the same. Okay. The code will be the different, but output will be the same. Suppose I'm interested on first row. Okay. I have already mentioned. What is mentioned? I hope you all remember. Whenever I'm interested in only column, I will not use comma. I will not use comma. That means by default it will assume the column. But I am interested now removing the first row. That means I am interested on row and column. Okay. So until unless you will be not give the comma, you will not give the comma, it won't be assumed column. Okay. So make sure that whenever I'm interested on row, there should be row comma something. Row comma something. Okay. So make sure that there should not be any confusion. Anyways, this is already we have discussed this so many times. So I'm just proceeding with this. Now, suppose we want to remove the second column. Now see, understand the question. You want to remove the second column. So the syntax is very simple. Now see how I have written the syntax. Understand the question. Okay. Understand is that same? Removing the second column. Now something is wrong, I think. Sorry, something is wrong. I hope it will be removed second column. Actually, it is keep. I can call keep something, right? Keep second column. Okay. So you can change these questions or you can make syntax properly. If I'm saying displaying first and third, that means you have to remove this minus sign. Or if you want to keep here this, keep second column, then it will be correct. So either or that way, correct. So somebody is saying answer is D minus 2, correct. So this could be this maybe your this you can make change here. Since here I am interested to remove the second column. Since these questions I have already removing first column and second column almost matching, right? So either you can say here keep, or you can assume some maybe See, whichever way you want, you can do. Okay. So I hope I will change this one. So this will be the wrong, and we can take here d minus 2. Okay. See, if I'm saying d minus 2, it will be display. See the question. See the output now. What I ask here, I ask remove the second column. So what is my syntax? D minus 2. But what it will be display? It will be display second and third column. So it's a totally based on your question. What the question is asking, how you can interpret your questions. So that is a very, very important thing you can always take care. Then, okay, go to chat box now. Go to chat box. Be ready with questions. Questions will be in front of you maybe in few seconds. Okay. So you are supposed to write answer in terms of alphabets ABCD. Okay. The question is now in front of you. Which of the following extracts the first element from the following R vector? So this is my vector. I have to give the answer for the first. For extract the first element. What will be the answer? A, B, C, D. What is the answer? Write down your answer in chat box. So your answer is first one is native, second one is I think Jyoti. Great, great, great. The first three answers will be Neetu, Jyoti, Yash. Okay, great. Okay, so let me see the answer. Okay, so I think this question was very simple because now see how the questions asked here. Now, this question can be asked in different ways. So suppose this is the simple question I asked. Extract the first element. That means I am interested in first element. That means actually I am not interested in the rest all elements. Are you getting my problem? Are you getting my problem? I am interested only first element. So I may use either remove or I can use only drop. So whichever way you think you can interpret. But remember, whenever it is say drop, I'm not going to use minus sign. This is the one basic difference between remove and you can call drop. Okay. So dropping means there should not be minus sign. But removing means there has to be minus. Understand the question. Then a very important task here. This is not nothing related with the removing, dropping, and other thing, but renaming the variables. Now, what happened? If you have the big Excel sheet, so I told you last time how to make change and everything. So you can see my video on YouTube. I have not uploaded because I was tried last time, but it was getting me some error with that. Maybe the connectivity issue was there. But maybe the next week, uh, coming maybe Friday or Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, I will upload that video. You can just go through that video. How we can how you can make change and how you can rename your variable directly by saving and clicking by view, and you can change a lot of things. But renaming variables, suppose if you have Excel sheet, it will be okay. But if you have small, like if I say let's say 10 cross 10 matrix or 10 cross 10, 10 rows and 10 columns, that's very simple. Then going back to creating a new variables and again saving that, and it will take a lot of time. In that scenario, what we have to do? How we can how we can change it? Okay, so in that case, the you can call renaming variable is quite useful. So renaming the variables, so that means here you need to install one package. I hope everybody is knowing how to install the package. Install dot packages in bracket dplyr. Okay, I think you can just work on what is the full form of dplyr. This is a package name, and it will be very helpful for renaming the variables. Means until unless you will not install this package, it won't be rename your variable. It will give me some syntax, like some packages missing. So we need to install this. this package. So how to, once you have installed, so I already told you, whenever you are installing, make sure that after installation you have to call that, package. So until unless you will not load it, it won't be run. Okay? So make sure that this is the very important part. Okay? So I'll consider same data set. I consider same data set here, and I will just check that data set. Suppose now my task is here. I am interested on changing the variable. Now, if you see the, I think you're already knowing how to check the name of the variable. So if just write names of D, right? Simply here, names of. I hope you are knowing this. If you just type names of D, okay, it will show you me the which are the variables I have in my data set. So that will be X, Y, and ID. Now I am interested change the variable, or you can say column. I'm interested to change the column name by x2 x1. Okay, by x2 x1. I'll get my question. I'm interested to change the variable x2 x1. How we can change it? How we can change it? X2 x1 and y2 x2. These variables are going to helpful maybe the coming in the new sessions, because then we will see how to maybe the coming, I will tell you which are the topics you're going to study, so that is very useful for the coming sessions. So I'm interested on x2 x1 and y2 x2. So what would be the syntax? See what I have written: rename. Okay, so rename is my variable, rename is my I think it's not variable. Rename is my syntax. So what rename does? Rename in my data set goes, and wherever it is X, it will be replaced by X1, and wherever it is Y, it will be replaced by X2. So actually, when we will see the demo, then only we will understand how it works actually. Okay, so it will become clear from your side. So I hope this is now last session. So I hope this is okay with you all. So I'll unmute you all first, and let me ask you if you have any questions with you, and then we'll go to the demo session. Okay. Yes, students. Tell me if you have any doubt. Please unmute yourself if you have any questions.
Yeah, Pankaj. Hello, Pankaj. Pankaj Banturao from Mike.
Please unmute yourself if you don't have any questions. If you have questions, unmute, and ask question again. Mute yourself. Yes, any questions? Let me see the chat box. Okay, so I'll stop sharing for this. Yeah. So let me see the chair. Okay. Please upload Jaisar video also on your channel. Okay. So you have to ask proper Aman Soni. Aman Soni, I have no problem at all with uploading the videos, but you have to take a request from the sir first, to take the permission from the sir, and then definitely I will confirm with the sir, and I will upload it. Or you can request to the sir, like sir can also, maybe sir is also uploading some videos on the side. They have also YouTube channel, so you can, sir can upload. But I don't know whether it is private or not. I don't know. Okay. After removing any column, if we see the data frame again, it will be there will be no there it will be there No, right, yeah, it's correct. See, data frame, in your data frame, it will be there. I think it will be there. It won't affect. It won't affect in your data frame. It will be remain there. Okay, and but after dropping any variable, it will be original data. No, it will not affect in your original data frame. Sorry, it will not affect in your original data frame. Okay. To remove first and third row, yeah, to remove the first third row, that means you are taking two vectors, na? So you can use directly d minus c. Absolutely correct, correct coding. But now there should be minus sign. I think you forget to write minus sign. Neetu Yadav, I think you forget to write minus. Yeah, okay. So just write minus. So d minus sign c 1, 3, comma, correct. So if you won't write this comma at the last, it will assume the column. Absolutely correct. Just put the minus sign before C. Okay. So I think there's no more questions. I will show you the hands-on how it works in Rstudio. Probably this is a very time-consuming. I will share my screen. Let me share first my screen. Then we can have. Just give me time to. Yeah. I hope now it is. Everybody can see the screen. Are you able to see my screen? Rstudio screen? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine. Anyway, so let me take the data frame D. So in that data frame, please mute yourself. If you have any questions, you can ask. So now I'm creating a data frame. So data dot frame, in bracket, I have a variable ID which is equal to letters bracket 1, comma 10, comma I have a variable x which is 1 colon 10, comma I have variable, let's say y, let's say 11 comma 20. Okay, let me execute this and type D. So I hope you can able to see this. Suppose I'm interested to write in capital letter. Is it? Let me see whether it will work if I write capital letter. So I hope you can able to see this. If I have written here in capital letter, capital letters means all the alphabets in capital, then it will show me capital ABCD. But if I write small, it will show you me the small letter. So this is just like you have to understand the some syntax and you can explore more. Okay. Okay. So my first question was dropping. So now you can check the names. So since the we have small data, so you know the very well you are knowing the data set. We have letter ID X Y. But if you have the very big data, like if you don't know much about the variables, then you can go for the names first. The names I have a three variables: ID, X, and Y. Okay. So if we have like whichever like let's talk about dropping first. So, so if you have any query related to dropping, you can put on chat box. I will try to perform here and proceed with the your query. Otherwise, I will go on continue like whichever things I have given in the PPT. Same thing I will perform here. Okay. So if you think like I'm interested on like let's say only ID. Okay. So what will be the code? Okay, I'm interested only the student's ID. Okay, so how, so that means I'm interested. See, if you think on this question. The question is asking, I'm interested only on extracting the ID variables. Okay? Extracting the ID variables. So the code is very simple. Okay, what will be the code? D open bracket, closed bracket. You have to just write here 1. So it will give me the first column. Can you see? It will give me the first column. That means actually I have dropped x and y. Actually I have dropped x and y. But suppose I am interested on, so this will be the drop. This is the drop, first, drop, first, and sorry, drop the second and third column. Okay, drop
क्या
first,
करेंगे लोग मोबाइल नहीं पढ़ा रहे हम क्या करें
second and third column. Now suppose here I am interested on removing, dropping, let's say first row. I am dropping on, no. Assist run, it is not D minus 1. No, see, this is the terminology to understand. You have to understand this drop questions. I am extracting. Extract means I want that particular row. I want that particular row. I am not saying removing. I am interested on to take the first column. But suppose I am interested on, sorry, it will be not drop. I think it will be keep. Sorry, it will be keep second and third column. So let me execute. I think this is the, or something is you can say unbalanced. I'm interested to extract first column. That means actually removing, right? Removing. A little bit confusion will be there. So once you understand the questions, you will be understand how you can interpret your question. Okay? How you can correct. You can call dropping. You can call dropping. But see the question. If the question asked removing the term called removing the let's say uh, first row, removing the first row. So what will be the code? Can you go to chat box and write down removing the first row? What will be the code? So it will be, can anyone write the code for this? Removing the first row. Absolutely correct. So it will be in bracket. It will in bracket -1 with comma because it is row. So whenever it is row, that means put in a comma. Yeah, don't use a close bracket, open bracket. Or you have to write always in this way. Otherwise, it won't be run. So if you see this command, I have executed. It is not showing me the first row. But suppose I am interested more than one vector. Let's say first, third, fifth, like that. So if you see, you have to use, this is the removing first row. Suppose I'm interested to remove first, third, means all odd number. Now see, there is no coding for odd number directly. Okay. Uh, can you use for sequence something? See, I have not tried actually. I have not tried. If you have very big data set, if you want to remove like first, third, fifth, like that. Means interested on odd, removing odd number. Should it be odd number works in removing? So to work and see. I have not tried, but you can just work on that. Since I have very small data set, I will use D with minus. Since removing term is there, see removing term. See in bracket 1, comma 3, comma 5, comma 7, comma 9. Okay, so I think 9 observation is there. Yeah, correct. Just execute and see. Oh, sorry, I forget to write comma here. So if you not write the comma, see what will be output. Output doesn't affect. He never assumed. He assumed only the something else he assumed. If I put here comma, now if you execute this, so you can able to see only 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Correct. If you are absolutely correct. It is C131579. But suppose if you have very big data set and if you want to remove, then is it sequence will work? See, I have not tried. I'm just working and just checking the sequence command whether it works or not. Huh? So, what will be the code for sequence? I forget. I hope it will not work, but let me check it. So 1 to 10 sequence may say I have to. I don't think it will work. I think. I don't know whether it will work. Let me just execute and see. Oh, there are 10 columns. There are 0 columns and 10 rows. Maybe I don't know. Okay. Anyways, you can just have a like in just do trial and error. We can if possible we can work on that. We can work on that. No problem. Okay. So, just give me a minute. This is regarding your removing and drop. Understand only questions here. Okay. So here I am interested on removing. See why I'm not writing dropping. Understand? Are you getting my problem? Removing odd numbers. Removing odd numbers. So here I can also say dropping even numbers. But I will not say dropping. Why? Because my task is here to removing the odd number, not dropping the odd number. Okay. Keep on dropping the even number. See, you can just understand the question. There is a lot of confusion between dropping and just understand question. You can work similar. That was a removing and dropping. Now suppose I am interested on removing dropping is over. Let's say renaming. So for renaming, you have to load the DPLR. So don't install directly. Huh? Just type first library. And I told you whenever you writing library, no need to write in double quote. DPLYR. Just run this first. If the question see, no need to install directly the you called what you called any package. You have to first because there are some of the packages are inbuilt in the current version. In the current version, like when you install recent version, some of the packages are inbuilt. Okay, even if you install, it doesn't affect. At some of time, when the package is not installed in your laptop, you have to write the command for installing. Install.packages in double quote dplyr. But first you run this. If there will be no package, then it will show you the syntax like there is no package available. So now there is no syntax. This is something red in highlighted that is that means in the following object are marked from these packages. This is the in this package we have these many things. That is actually we don't know what is this, but in this package we have this many commands. But if some package is not there in your library, then it will what will be the what it will show you. I will just let me take another this thing. Let me type here some other code. Let me just type car. See what will be output. So car I have written some uh, maybe it is some package in this we can say software. So in my software is this package. Car is one package. So how this package will be work? Just give me time. Just, just give me a minute. So car is one package which is not there in your software. Okay. So whenever I write in library and in bracket car, it will show you like this. So whenever a package is not installed in a software, it will be shown me like there is no package called car. Okay, so always remember whenever such a error or you can say syntax shown in the output or in console window, you need to write installed. No, I will not going to install because it will consume my data now for a right now. Okay, but the command is same. Okay, command is same. Install. See, once you write it now, it will show you like this. Install. Don't take installed. Take install dot package and in bracket I will give me the car. Okay, and just if you just execute this, it will get installed also. Okay, so I will just remove this because I'm not going to install this because I don't want this data. Since DPLR is already inbuilt, okay, DPLR is already inbuilt. No need to install any software, no packages. Okay. So we can directly go with the our rename variable. So use rename in bracket your data set name, comma. What do you want to remove? Sorry, what do you want to rename? I have X. So X1 to X. Okay. So before it was X, I wanted to change with X1. Similarly, X2, I want to change. Y will be changed by X2. X will be changed by X1. Where? Question is where? In my data frame. In my data frame D. Okay. Let me execute and see. Oh, some miracle. You can see now. Before it was ID X Y. Now it is changed to ID X1 X2. Okay. So this is the you can call demo for renaming the variables. Anyways, so we will end. I think this till here we have seen in the PPT as well as demo for the same. So if you have any questions, you can ask. So I have unmute to all. Uh, any question is there, or you can put on the chat box. You can put on the chat box. Yes, students. Can you hear me?
यस सर.
Yeah. So कोई questions है आपके पास? So
सर वो आपने वो ग्रुप पे एसएएस का सेंड किया था.
हाँ?
एसएएस.
Okay. But actually, frankly speaking, I don't have much about that SAS. But if we enroll it for that, even the
Yes.
time and everything they have not mentioned. They have
अच्छा.
not mentioned, but it's very good opportunity that you can study with your syllabus with something new. So if you initially will not understand few things, but further once you move ahead, you will understand because it is something related to syntax only. So आप जैसे आप R पढ़ रहे हो वैसे वो SAS है, and so many softwares are. But it is good. You can go with that. I no problem. Okay. Any other question? No question.
ब्लैंक में नहीं है.
अरे ग्रेट. अच्छा. तब मैं कितना अच्छा पढ़ाता हूँ. Good. Okay, so I am just sharing my today's feedback form. Then let me know if it is opening or not, because sometimes it shows me the like respond already. Wait, I think I have shared with the Pandey. Let me take a break. I shared the feedback form. You can fill right now. It will be valid only for 5 minutes. Okay. सर आपने डेटा स्ट्रक्चर का असाइनमेंट पे ग्रेड नहीं दिया है मुझे अभी तक. ओके, just wait for a minute, because it will take I think 1 week, because I wanted to see how many are done the all assignment. I hope all are working in Canvas, and I hope nobody will remain at least completed the first assignment, or you can say first quiz. Okay, I hope that, because I have not logged in so far. Okay, so I just wanted to, like, maybe the 50% students can complete their first assignment, then I'll allot the grade. Because see, एक students assignment करता है कि उसका open करो, login करो, for you that's take lot me so many things. Okay, तो एक बार बच्चे सब समझो कम से कम 25-30 लोग कर लेंगे तो I will download all. I will just go through the syntax which is similar to all students, and then I will allot the definitely the marks for that, and you will be get update for this also in your via email. Okay, so you do no need to worry about your what do you call the grade. You can continue with your topics, whatever the topics I've uploaded in Canvas. You can continue with the topic, you can continue the assignment, and you can call quiz and etc. No need to worry about your things. Okay, so I think the feedback form is open. I hope it is open.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Topics, today topics you can type like actually you can call it is a data manipulation only, but it is a part, so you can just type data manipulation. No problem. Topic what you feel, you can see the my aim is to be just make you understand topic. Okay, so topic you can put what you understood. What you understood, like renaming variable, that's a topic. Renaming, but then I will get different response. So better you can write data manipulations. Yeah. So any other question is there? No questions. I hope I have given all questions answers. So interaction between the teachers and students should be excellent. I hope. Aman Soni, no question is there? Aman Soni is there? Aman Soni is there? He left. I hope there will be no extra questions here. Let me see chat box. Okay. So far there is no extra questions. So I'll end up these sessions, and the next session, maybe I think I have a next session on Friday and Saturday. Okay. So if possible, on Saturday I will take 2 lectures, and then we'll meet on directly on Tuesday. Fine. So I'll end the session. Yes, any other queries there? No query? So have a good luck and start working on Canvas. Start uploading the start uploading your assignments. Maybe the I've not seen my like upcoming assignment, but better to have, you can visit to Canvas and you can work in Canvas. It is very good thing. Okay, so good luck and we'll see you on Friday.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sure.